Morning everyone, welcome to our workout today. My name is Ciara, I'm one of the biokinetists here at the Sports Science Institute of in Cape Town. We are going to be doing a full body band focused workout today, so all you'll need is a resistance band. I'm using two different ones, but if you do just have a normal TheraBand, that one will work perfectly for both, but if you have a little mini glute band, you'll need that one as well. Otherwise, just the one TheraBand is perfect. If there is anyone with any niggles or any injuries, please don't work through pain. If any of the exercises cause pain, either modify it or you can just leave it out. Okay, we're going to get started with a nice easy warm-up. So starting with a walk on the spot. Okay, and you can drive those knees up a bit higher. You're going to do a step touch to the side. While you're doing that, you're going to do rolling shoulders backwards. Okay, and then rolling the shoulders forwards, and we're going to add in a hamstring curl as you are stepping from side to side. Okay, then moving to a jog on the spot. If you do have a bit of space to move around wherever you are, you can move around while you're jogging. Okay, moving over to some butt kicks. And easy jog again. Okay, last one, 10 jumping jacks. Good, and relax. Okay, hold on to something if you need to. I'm going to hold on to the wall. You're going to do 10 forwards and backwards leg swings on each side. Okay, changing over. Good. Okay, then you're going to do 10 across the body as well. Good, changing over. And last one. Good. Okay, then moving over to the upper body, you're going to do 10 chest openers. And then 10 up and down, alternating sides. Good. Okay, then we're going to move down to the floor onto your hands and knees. We're going to start off with a cat camel just to warm up the spine a little bit. So starting 4-point kneeling position, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. With your back in neutral spine, you're going to slowly allow your chest to fall down to the back, your sitting bones curling up to the sky, and then lift your chin up if you can. And then from there, you're slowly going to tuck your sitting bones under and push your chest away from the floor as you tuck your chin in. Okay, that's a cat camel. We're going to do 3 more of each. Okay, then you're going to sit back into your haunches, into our child's pose position, and then come up into a cobra. Okay, alternating between those two positions. And last one. Good. Okay, then up into a plank position. You're going to put your hips back into a pike and then stride forward. Try to get that foot as close to the outside of your hand as possible. Keep your back leg straight. And then you're going to alternate sides, doing 5 on each side. Last one. Good. Okay, then into a sitting or seated position. We're going to go into a 90-90 position with our legs. So your legs are bent out in front of you. And then from there, you're going to rotate over your feet, so don't move your feet. Rolling the knees from side to side. You can lean on your hands if you want to. You can sit upright or involve a bit more core. 5 on each side. Good. Okay, then rolling onto your back. We're going to do some shoulder warm-up, so arms going to be out to the side with your elbows in line with your shoulders. From there, you're going to drop the one hand forward, one hand backwards, and alternate, doing 5 on each side of those. Okay, then you're going to tuck the elbows down next to you, palms are facing up and hands are hovering just off the floor. You're going to push up and squeeze up into a streamline position, so hands are on top of each other, and then squeeze back down. Okay, arms are hovering just above the floor. One more of each. Good. Okay, then we're going to pop the left ankle onto the right knee as if we're going to do a figure 4 stretch, but we're going to do a figure 4 glute bridge. So from that position, you're slowly going to roll up into a glute bridge. Make sure you keep your hips stable and the one isn't dropping down. So hips at the same height and slowly rolling down. You're going to do 5 per side of those. Try and limit the wobbling at the knees as much as possible. Okay, changing sides. Okay, remember you want your hips at the same height. Last one. Good. Okay, then bringing the knee into the chest. You're going to keep the toes pulled towards the shins. From there, you're going to do 10 slow leg extensions. You'll feel it stretching through your calves and hamstrings. Might go all the way into your toes. Okay, and then on that last one, keep your leg as straight as possible, and you're going to do 10 pointing flicks at the toes. Okay, other side. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10 pointing flicks. Good. Okay, we are going to start. For this first set, you're going to need your band to start off with. Obviously, it's a band dominant workout, and then just something soft to kneel on the floor, and then you're going to need a spot against the wall. Okay, so from there, you're going to go into kneeling position with the outside leg in the front. Okay, so outside leg is going to be in the front, and you're going to have your shoulder resting on the wall. So make sure that your knee, the inside knee, is in line with that shoulder. And then from there, holding hands out in front of you at shoulder height, you're going to use your band to go into a T-spine rotation. So the movement is going to be that movement, but you're going to be pulling against the band while you're doing it. So if you feel like it's a bit too difficult this first round, then you just do it without the band for the first round. And you want to keep that front knee as still as possible. So if you want to pop something in between your knee and the wall so that you don't let that knee open up, you're welcome to do so. We're doing 6 of these. Remember that front knee is staying still. Good. Okay, switching sides. Inside shoulder against the wall. Outside knees in the front. Last one. Good. Okay, then move that to the side. If you do have a glute band, you're going to pop the glute band around the knees. If you have a TheraBand, then you're just going to tie a knot in the TheraBand and then pop that around the knees as well. Okay, we're going to do some glute med activation. So you're going to be slight bend in the knees. Okay, hips are pushed backwards in that slight hip hinge position, so kind of quarter squat. And then from there, you're just going to tap out to the side with your foot and slowly bring it back in. Okay, we're going to do 6 per side of those. All your weight is on that stationary leg. If you feel like it's too easy, the band around the knees, you can move it to your ankles. I'm going to do that in the second set. Last one. Good. Okay, and then you can grab that long band again, or untie your TheraBand if you've just tied it. And holding either end of the band, we're going to do some shoulder rollovers, so just 6 each of these. 1, 1. Good. Going as far over as you can. Show you from the side for the last 3. And last one. Good. Okay, one more round of each, so going back into our kneeling T-spine rotations. Okay, remember hips are both pointing forward, you don't want the one hip opened up, and keep that front knee stable. And you also want your eyes to be following that moving hand. Last one. Good. Okay, changing sides. You might feel it'll be a bit easier on the one side compared to the other. And last one. Good. Okay. Grab that glute band for our glute activations. I'm going to pop it around my ankles on this round. It'll make it a bit more difficult. Okay, remember slight bend in the knees, hips are pointed backwards. You want to keep that stationary leg nice and bent, tapping out to the side. Try to keep that moving leg, keep the movement as smooth as possible. You don't want it to be jerking out and in. Okay, other side. Last one. Good. Okay, and then last time you're going to grab your longer band again, or untie your glute band for our shoulder rollovers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last one, 6. Good. Okay, then we're going to get going with our first proper set. So for the first set, you're going to need your long band only. You're going to be standing on the inside of the band if you have one of these closed loop bands. If you have a normal TheraBand, hold the 2 ends in your hand. You can hold those over your shoulders, and then just standing on the looped part. Okay, so holding the band over your shoulders like this. They can rest on your shoulders, so you have a bit less weight going through your wrist. So don't hold it out here. Hook it over your shoulders. So if my hand were out of the way, you should be able to be in that position. Okay, so from there, we are going to go sit back into a squat. So it's a band resisted front squat, pushing the hips back and driving up. Okay, we're doing 8 of those. Last one. Good. Okay, then you're going to stay in this position, palms pointing up to the sky. We're going to do a military press. So you're pushing up into an overhead position and slowly controlling back down. Just make sure that your hands are wide enough from the band. You don't want them too close. Got space for your hands to move. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Good. Okay, then onto your back, we're going to do a dead bug variation. So for this one, we're only doing 6 of each. You're going to have your knees bent to 90 degrees. Band is over your chest with your palms facing forward. And what we're going to do every time you extend a leg, you're going to do a band pull apart. Okay. Alternating sides, 6 per side. And last one, 6. Good. Okay. Stand up again. That was 1 round. Grab some water if you want. And then we're going to go into the second round. Okay, so starting with our front squats. Remember the band is over your shoulders. And elbows are pointing up as high as possible. Yeah, this might be difficult for a lot of people who have poor shoulder mobility, so just work on getting those shoulders up as high as you can. Okay, 8 squats. Pushing the hips back, keeping those knees nice and stable. Last one. Good. Okay, then into your military press. 8 of these. Oh, my hands are slipping. 2 more. And last one. 8. Good. Okay, and onto your back for the dead bugs. We're finishing off the second round, and then we've got one round left after this. Okay, so remember, one band pull apart every time you extend a leg. That's halfway. Last one on each side. Good. And relax. Well done. Okay, we've got one last round of those 3 exercises to go. We're going to have a quick sip of water, and then we'll carry on. Okay, getting ready for those front squats again. Okay, remember 8 of these, keeping those elbows up as high as possible. Seven, and last one, 8. Go. Okay, staying in that position for your military press. Two more, and last one. Good. Okay, and then onto your back for the last set of the dead bugs. Six per side. Last one on each side. Good, and relax. Well done. Okay, grab a quick sip of water, and then I'm going to explain the next set. You're still going to be using your band for the next set. Okay, so the first exercise with our bands is going to be a band-resisted deadlift. So what you're going to do, whether you've got a normal band or a TheraBand, you're going to hold both ends, standing on the middle of the band with your feet slightly apart. Okay, so very slight gap between the feet. Make sure you are standing in the middle of your band, so when you stand up, there's even tension on either side. Okay, from there, you're going to keep a slight bend in your knees. You're going to have the shoulders pulled back all the time, so don't let your spine roll forward like that, so shoulders are pulled back. Okay, and then we're starting in this bottom position where your back is nice and straight, my hips are lifted, so there's a bit of tension in my hamstrings already. And then from there, keeping the shoulders pulled back, you're going to stand up, pushing the hips forward, pulling against the resistance of the band. So squeezing through the hips to push the hips forward. Okay, so notice it's not a squat movement up and down like that. The knees stay slightly bent, and then from there, there's no movement at the knees anymore. You're hinging at the hips. Okay, we're doing 8 of those. Off you go. The back is straight, shoulders are pulled back. And last one. Good. Okay, then don't move from that position. We are going to be doing a bent over row. So you're going to stay in that position with your arms hooked in. You're going to bend over into that starting position for the deadlift where you're nice and low, hips were lifted, slight bend in the knees, and now you're going to pull against the resistance of your band with your arms pulling towards your rib cage. Okay, elbows stay tucked back, palms are facing in. Back is nice and straight. Glutes are activated to protect the lower back. And we've got 2 more to get us to 8. Good. And relax. Okay, then for our core exercise, you're going onto your back again. This one, we're going to be doing a curl up, and the band is going to be there for a bit of stability through the shoulders with a slight band pull apart. Okay, so instead of, or different to how we did the dead bugs where you're pulling on each one, you're going to have a slight constant pull on the band for this one, and then from there, legs are straight. You are slowly going to peel yourself off the floor as slow as you can so that you end up in the seated position where your arms are above your head in an overhead position, and you're sitting upright, and then you are slowly going to roll back down. Okay, that was 1. We are doing 6 in total. Okay, so pretend that you are a sticker and you are slowly peeling yourself off and reapplying yourself back onto the floor. Remember, you're pulling against that band slightly. And last one. Good. Okay, that was round 1. Grab some water, and then we're going to go on to round 2. Okay, getting ready for our deadlift. Remember, you're standing in the middle of your band. Slight gap between the feet. Okay, slight bend in the knees, and then from there, shoulders are pulled back, and you're keeping the back nice and straight and strong, hips lifted. Okay, off you go. Six, 7, and last one, 8. Good. Down into a bent over position, far bent over rows. Remember, you're doing 8 of these. Back is nice and straight again. Last one. Good. Okay, and down onto the floor for our curl-ups. Okay, 6 of these. Remember, slight tension on the band as you're curling up. Okay, so to start off, you're going to nod your chin into your chest and then slowly curl yourself up. And the last one. Good. Okay. We've got one last set to go. Have a quick sip of water if you want, and then get going with that last round. Okay, starting with our deadlift where you're standing in the middle of your band. Okay, comfortable grip, and then keeping a slight bend in the knees, and back is nice and straight. Okay, so you've got that tension in your hamstrings already, and squeezing up through the glutes. Last one. Good. Okay, and then into your bent over row, that same position. And 8. Good. Okay, into your last round of the curl-ups. Okay, so band is starting with your chest, the slight pull on the band, and tucking that chin in to roll up. And into the last one. Remember, you're going as slowly as possible. Good. Okay, pop that band down. You're not going to be needing it anymore for this last little bit. Okay, so for the last set, we're going to do a bit of a conditioning set. So we're going to be starting in a high plank position on the floor. Okay, so from there, we're going to be doing plank jacks. So you're hopping out and in with your feet, keeping your hips nice and low, so don't bounce up and down like that. Hips are staying low. You're going to do 10 plank jacks, and then standing up into 10 jumping jacks. Okay, so those are 2 exercises, plank jacks into jumping jacks. We are doing 3 rounds, okay? You want to try and move through the sets as quickly as possible, but that doesn't mean rushing the exercises. So still doing the exercises with control, you're just not wasting time in between each exercise. Okay, let's go for it. This is our last bit, and then we're going to have a stretch. Okay, so in your high plank position, going off, starting with your 10 plank jacks, sorry. Good, up again for 10 jumping jacks. Good, and down with your 10 jumping plank jacks. I'm getting very confused between these two. Okay, up to your jumping jacks. And last round. Okay, last set of your jumping jacks. All done. And relax, we are done. Okay, let's go straight into a stretch. So you can roll onto your back, bring your one knee into your chest, keep it as close as possible to your chest. Okay, then you're going to pull that knee over your body, rotating through the spine. Okay, and then extend that leg straight up above you. Try to pull it as close into your chest as possible while you keep your toes curled back. Okay, then into your figure 4 stretch, so right ankle onto the left knee, and then holding onto the behind the right thigh. Okay, changing over to the other side, so bringing your left knee into your chest now. Okay, and pull it across your body, rotating through the spine. Okay, and then straight leg up above you, toes curled back. Okay, into your figure 4 glute stretch. Okay, then you come up, rolling over onto your haunches and sitting back into your child's pose. Stretch those arms as far forward as you can. Okay, and then the last one, into your half medium lunge position, and just a slight lean forward while you're tilting your pelvis forward. Stretch those hip flexors. Okay, so while we're in this position, Totalsports are running a competition at the moment, and you could stand a chance to win one of 3 1,000 Rand Totalsports vouchers. All you have to do to enter the competition is take a video of yourself doing as many jump lunges as you can in 40 seconds. And then you're going to have to tag Totalsports in the video, so post it on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, tag Totalsports in the video, and use the hashtag #HomeOfFitChallenge. Okay, so the challenge is running until the winner will be announced on the 27th of August. You've got 2 days to do it. So get those videos in. Don't forget to tag Totalsports, and also use that hashtag, the #HomeOfFitChallenge, to stand a chance to win one of those vouchers. Okay, you can change sides. And relax. Well done everyone, thanks so much for joining. If you want more info on the competition, please go look on Totalsports' Instagram page. There is all the info on there. And then I will see you next week. Thank you so much.